Tape from Sunday, what specifically did you like about the way your guys finished the game and executed down the stretch?
Well, that's just it. We executed. I mean, we got what we wanted, and then Brandon was really, really aggressive and made plays down the stretch, and that's what you do. You go to your best players. He and Zion. Zion ran the point basically the entire fourth quarter, and Brandon was really, really aggressive and made shots and plays. So, and then we defended decently. I mean, it was tough. They were on a roll with the pick and roll with, Murray and Jokic, which has been a tough thing for everybody. But our guys hung in there and got the job done.
You've mentioned several times this year that you'd rather play a team at full strength. Obviously, there's no LeBron or Anthony Davis tonight, but you do have a game that you've been able to watch with them playing Phoenix without LeBron or AD. How do you expect them to attack you without those guys tonight?
Well, I think, there'll be a lot of Schroeder in pick and rolls with Montrezl Harrell, which has been good for them all year. Kuzma's obviously a guy who can really get going, shooting the ball on the perimeter and attacking on the dribble. So, and I think they'll try to spread you out a little bit more. But then you've also got to play them at the other end. It's a really good defensive team, and obviously those guys being out hurts a little. But defensively, if you look, Schroeder, KCP, Wes Matthews, Harrell leads the league in taking charges. It's a tough physical team that defensively presents a lot of a lot of problems.
Hey Stan, Christian Clark here. Two things for me. Firstly, is there any update on Zoe's status for tonight?
Not yet. I mean, he hasn't gone out there to work out, so.
And I was going to ask you too, Nikhil near the top of your team in deflections. I think he was credited with 5 the other night. What have you just seen from him in terms of him using, the length that he has on the defensive end?
Yeah, he's long, he's active. He made some good plays the other night, and defensively he's been pretty consistent this year, pretty consistently good. So we're hoping that continues.
Hey Stan, it's Dan Wecky with the LA Times. I think starting in the bubble, there was started to be a little bit of buzz kind of around Talen Horton-Tucker, and I'm curious, as you've watched the Lakers over, when you've seen them on film, what you've seen from him and kind of what stands out about sort of his game at just 20 years old.
Yeah, he can really attack off the dribble. He's got great athleticism. He's strong. He's tough, and then he gets into the game defensively too. Plays it hard. So this is a guy you got to work to keep out of the paint, and as he starts shooting the ball more consistently, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with in this league.
Yeah, and going back to Nikhil, something he's dealt with, basically since the start of his career is figuring out, when to kind of turn up the aggression and when to not be too over-aggressive. I guess how much have you talked to him about that as far as picking his spots and knowing when it's time to get after your offense and when it's time to get everybody else involved?
Yeah, it's just decisions, and I mean, it's the way I think really good players play is they are very aggressive, and then when help comes, they make the play. I mean, it's a game of decisions. I mean, you can't decide just to be passive because then you can't make any plays for anybody because you're not drawing any help. So the good offensive players attack and make the play that is there, whether it's shot or pass. Hubie Brown has said it for years. I mean, the difference between, players and levels of players is the best ones know when to pass, when to shoot, and when to dribble. It's not just skills and athleticism. This is a game of decisions.
Hey Stan, Mike Trudell with Lakers.com, Inspector Sportsnet. Just wonder the evolution of the years for you watching young players, Ingram 23, Zion 20, who have to carry weight offensively and how they can bring that same level defensively. Like when you've seen guys get that, how that clicks in and what the progress has been so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it takes, right? I mean, if you look around the league, the best teams, their best players play both ends of the floor effectively, very well, So you guys have it with the Lakers. When you're healthy with LeBron and AD, your two best players defend. The Clippers have it. Milwaukee's got it. Philadelphia's got it. Boston's got it. That's what it takes in this league. I think I think our two guys are trying to take on that responsibility, and it's a process, you know. I mean, it's going to evolve over time. But I think they understand that to get to where they want to go in terms of winning games, that's the level they have to get to defensively. I think they're certainly ahead of pace offensively, not only in being able to score the ball, but to make plays for other people. Defensively, they've got to catch up a little, but they're working hard at it.
Great. Thanks a lot, Coach.
All right.